Hello, it's Q&A Friday. I'm Kath Luti and I'm thrilled you're here today because again we've got a really great question this week. Now this week's question is about how I got a blog post that I wrote for my website onto the third spot on Google within 3 days. Okay, it's a great question because obviously we all want to be on top of Google. Why? Well, being on top of Google means heaps of traffic to your website. It means more sales. It means being found easier, all of that. So very powerful thing if you can do it. Now, the question comes from a really great girl as well. Her name is Valina Eckley. She's a graphic and website designer. You can find her at www.cheerleadingwebsitedesigns.com. So Valina specializes in cheerleading websites, but she will get you a website no matter what business you're at, or even if you just want a personal website. She does great work. I've personally worked with her, so I can highly recommend her. She's a great service. She's really committed to her clients. If you're looking for somebody to get you a great website, check her out. Okay, now back to the question. Now, again, I have to say it again, I love this question because it is so powerful, right? I mean, everybody wants to create traffic to their website, and people spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars each month on SEO, on social media marketing, and so forth. And of course, all of these strategies to create traffic to your website are fine as long as they work and they're valid strategies to get traffic. But how cool if you could write a blog post that would get you a top spot on Google? Because I mean, how much cheaper can it be? Like, it'll either take you maybe 2 hours of your time, or if you don't want to do it yourself, you hire someone. I personally paid $27 for this blog post, and it's got over 1,000 words. I think it's got about 1,600 words, and got it up. It took me 3 days to get it, to find the person, get it up there, and then 3 more days to rank top on Google. So $27, okay? Now, what is so special about this blog post that it got a top spot on Google? Now, first of all, it is not ranking for a keyword that nobody's looking for, okay? Like, anyone could make up a long tail keyword that is a keyword with more than one word in it. So like, my keyword that I'm ranking for is how to fail in business. So that's how to fail in business. It's 4 words, so that's a long tail keyword, right? But this is not a long tail keyword that nobody's looking for. Now, anyone could make up a long tail keyword that nobody's looking for, create a blog post on it, post it, and rank highly on Google within a few days. That's not so hard. The keyword that I wanted to rank for was how to fail in business, and you can check this in Google's keyword tool, but this keyword actually generates 27,000 searches every month globally, okay? So it's kind of a big deal, right? Having 27,000 searches. Okay, so how did I do it? It's actually a lot simpler than you think, because what I did was basically I named the blog exactly as people would type it in on Google. Now, this is something that I've been preaching for a long time, okay? And when people do this and it happens, they kind of think of it as normal. Of course, this should have happened, but not a lot of people actually think about it. And I have implemented this particularly with domain names in the past. So I've always said your domain name has to have keywords in it, right? And the best domain name, I've really got a twist in my tongue today, haven't I? I've had a really great week in my business. I'm really excited, so that's probably why. Anyway, so a domain name should have keywords in it, and the best domain name would be a domain name that had a long tail keyword of some description, because that domain would rank really fast for your main keyword. Okay, so, and this is no different with a blog post. I wanted to name my blog post "The 10 Most Spectacular Ways to Fail in Business." Now, I went into the Google keyword tool and searched for what keywords they would generate that I could use. And it turned out that how to fail in business, that this keyword generates 27,000 searches, like I said before. So I took exactly that keyword, how to fail in business. So it's a long tail keyword, or it's a keyword phrase, you could call it, because it's more than one word. So I took that keyword phrase, and that's how I named my blog. I named it How to Fail in Business. Then I named the main header 10 Most Spectacular Ways to Fail in Business. And then I repeated the keyword several times during the blog post. Now you have a look at that blog post, and all you need to do is Google How to Fail in Business and get the blog post where it says web design that sells on it. So Google that blog post and find it and see how I repeatedly used that keyword over and over again without it being strange or annoying to read or anything like that. Okay, so you'll find that post and you'll find that it's a really natural way to use that keyword over and over again. That's pretty much it, actually. Yes, I mean, I do use a WordPress blog that has an impact. So if you're not on WordPress, you got to be on WordPress. That's been my thing for years. There are other factors. I mean, my domain is obviously ranking fairly well anyway, and it's got a good domain age now. So my domain is probably 3-4 years old, so it's not a brand new domain or anything. That has a little bit of an impact, but really, for this blog post, it's mainly choosing the right title, repeating the title as a keyword over and over again in the text, and making sure that in your that you use the right meta text, title, and so forth, and just repeat that keyword in your title, in your image tags, and so forth. That's it. All done. Thanks for hanging out. If you have any more questions about this, feel free to ask. You know me, I love to answer your questions. I'm Kath Luthi. I'll see you again next Q&A Friday. If you have a question, by all means, ask. I can give you a shout out as well, like I've done for Sophia and I've done for Velina. So if you want a shout out for your business, you know, this doesn't only go to our relatively small Facebook community. We're nearly on 600 right now, but there's my YouTube videos. I got over 5,400 views on YouTube now. There is my Twitter, my blogging community, all of that, and this shout out will go to all of them. So if you want a shout out for your business, ask me a question. If I choose your question and answer it next week, you'll get a shout out to a couple of thousand people. Okay, there you go. See you soon.